What's going on, guys? So I decided to, since most of you guys have been wanting me to tell these stories about my life and why I'm in Norway now and stuff like that. So I just got out of the shower and I want to do this. I have seen some of the comments you guys posted on my last vlog. So I said I would show you the apartment in the next vlog. In the previous I said that, but I still haven't got my camera back from my sister, so I can't do it right now. But yeah, I guess I could just tell you a little bit. So basically, yeah, like I said, I was born in Bosnia and I lived there until I was 10 or 11 years old, something like that. And I'm not gonna bullshit you or nothing. I grew up on a farm. I'm not gonna pretend like anything else. So I grew up on a farm, and for me, my lifestyle back then was as a child. Okay, let's start. My family, my father, mother, and we are like 5 kids. So I'm the oldest one, and I have 3 other brothers and 1 sister. So we had a huge farm, and we had to do all of the work ourselves. So as a child, I had to help out my parents and stuff. So my daily routine was getting up in the morning, going to school, get done with school, get back home, do my homework, eat, or was it eat first and then do my homework? Yeah, something like that. And I don't know how the schools are where you guys are living, but in Bosnia it was really hard. It was really strict. As of first grade we could flunk out. We had to do it all over again and stuff like that. But me, I did perfectly good in school. I had straight A's all the time. So it was because my father, you know, he's a hard ass. he knew what he was doing. So yeah, that was my routine. School, homework, and then work with my father and my mother on the farm. We had a lot of cows, chickens, all of that stuff, you know. It's a big farm, so we had to do all that stuff. So I had to work ever since I could walk, I remember. So yeah, that was that. And all of this, their life, you know, it was great. We were kids, and you know, and of course we had some free time, and under our free time we used to play, but we didn't play as a normal kid. You know, I didn't have those RC cars to play with, computers, Xboxes, nothing like that. I didn't have anything. So all my toys I had to make them myself, and and we were, you know, we were really hard asses back then. We were making bows and arrows and attach nails, huge nails on top of the arrows, so we would shoot on each other. I actually have some wounds for that. I have been shot in my arm once, and once in my leg with the arrow, and it stuck on my leg. It went through it. So, but yeah, and I remember that in our village it was like split up, you know. So there was like where I lived, it was in the center. So everybody hated on us because we lived in the center of it. So there was like closest area there, and they were like up on a hill. So and there was some forest stuff like between us, and we used to, you know, we didn't like them and they didn't like us. So we didn't like play like normal kids. When we were like 8, 9 years old, we would like throw rocks at each other, huge rocks. We're trying basically to kill each other, and yeah. I remember a lot of stuff. People were shooting those arrows at each other, bows and arrows, you know, and we were using that, and we were using spears as well, throwing at each other, everything. So there was a lot of stuff like that. There was like a lot of people got injured and stuff. So I guess I'm just lucky to be here, I guess. I don't know. And growing up back there, you know, it was really hard. It was. I had to work, like I said, ever since I could walk, and that's like no kid should go through that, you know. I really envy you guys. You have all this stuff that we never had back then, and I know generation before me never had it, and they even had it worse than me, but still, you know. So I basically I was forced to grow up faster than a child should ever do, you know. So and basically I saw some of you guys wondering why I moved to Norway. I'm gonna skip a little bit ahead here, and maybe I can back and tell you some other stories and what we did back then, like blow up cars with nades. You know, it was it was crazy back there. So when basically the reason why we moved to Norway was like all of there was a lot of talking and shit, and people were listening to news and stuff like that, but my father never cared about that. He never wanted to move out of there. So basically one day an army, like tanks and stuff, rolled up into there, and they were all shooting around and killing innocent people, and we just heard that the rest of you who are alive, it was like the general or something from the army was like, the rest of you who are lucky to be alive, get your asses down here and evacuate right now. If you have, I don't know how much time we got, but it's like we didn't get the time to pack anything. We just picked up and left. So they said like, if you don't, I don't know how much time they gave us, but if you don't get out of there, we're coming up there and you're all gonna get shot and buried there. So my mother and my brothers and sister, we all just went straight down there. My father stayed back. He had guns and stuff, so him and some other grown-ups, they were like, fuck this shit, they're invading our stuff, we're not getting out of here, we're gonna stay and fight back, you know. And luckily there was some other people there was a little bit smarter, because they came in with an army with tanks and stuff, and we didn't have anything. So it's like, alright, so let's all get down there and see if we can survive. If not, so basically it was like, most likely nobody would survive, everybody would just get slaughtered in there, and yeah. So by the way, this is not easy for me to talk about, so all hate, I'm just gonna block you right away if you talk shit about this, and if you think this is funny. But it's not funny. Like I said, the older I get now, the more I remember from what happened back then. It was like kids getting raped, women getting raped, grown men getting beaten to death, shot, everything. Like, I saw everything with my eyes. So it's not that easy. So basically, when we came down there, it was like some houses and some by the road, and on the road it was like as far as your eye could see, there were tanks and people and the soldiers standing by with guns, and we were there with nothing. It's like we didn't have anything. So we were all like told to stay put in one little house. There was a lot of people were crawling up on each other and stuff like that, and the men was ordered to get on their knees with their arms like behind their head, and some of them got shot right there. People started screaming, some of them got beaten, kicked in the head, everything, you know. So I don't know. It's like that's not nothing a little kid should see. Anyway, so let me see. I'm gonna stop right here. I don't wanna go into it anymore now. Right now, I'll let me see how guys, what you think about this. Do you wanna hear more of this and how my life has been since I moved to Norway, and in the beginning of me living here, and what else happened back there in Bosnia while the war was going on. So, alright, talk to you guys next time.